Jerry Jones makes big changes to Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Dallas Cowboys news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Dallas Cowboys' Jerry Jones allows Dak Prescott to play out final year of his contract. The Dallas Cowboys were fully expected to work out an extension with quarterback Dak Prescott this offseason that would lock in the veteran signal caller as the club's starter for years to come. After all, the Cowboys wouldn't really carry Prescott with a $55 million cap charge in 2024. It appears that they will, however. Speaking at the NFL owners' meetings on Tuesday, Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones offered an update on Prescott's contract, suggesting that the 30-year-old could play for another team in 2025. By restructuring Prescott's contract earlier this week, Dallas cleared $4 million in cap space. The Cowboys converted his $5 million roster bonus into a signing bonus, spreading the cap hits through 2028 via additional void years. But that transaction barely made a dent in Prescott's 2024 cap number, which went from $59,455 million to $55.455 million. A new contract, with a significant signing bonus that could be prorated over the life of the deal, would create even more cap space for the Cowboys, whose financial limitations prevented them from doing anything of note during free agency. However, a Prescott extension doesn't appear to be on the horizon. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported today that Dallas hasn't made any offers to Prescott, while a source said the two sides have a mutual understanding of his contract situation. "We are where we are. We have our contract," Jones said Tuesday, seemingly indicating that the Cowboys and Prescott will not work out a new deal. "We're locked and loaded for this year, and we can see as we move along how we are thinking." Prescott's $55.455 million cap charge would be the largest in NFL history, blowing past the previous record held by Tennessee Titans QB Ryan Tannehill in 2022. Cleveland Browns QB Deshaun Watson currently has a $63.977 million cap figure for 2024, but the Browns are expected to restructure his contract and lower his number before next season begins. Things are getting a bit spicy with the Dallas Cowboys, as the team appears to be headed for another contract standoff with Dak Prescott. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported that a new contract extension is not close, which appears to the path for Dak Prescott to test free agency in 2025. As a reminder, Prescott has no franchise tag and no trade clauses in his current deal, which would allow him to be a free agent in 2025. Prior to this most recent news, USA Today's KD Drummond pondered the Cowboys' limited quarterback options if the team is unable to re-sign Prescott. "We recently discussed Kyler Murray as a potential trade candidate. The quarterback has limited appeal thanks to his contract while also not representing a clear upgrade from Prescott. One cheaper option for the Cowboys to consider in 2025 is new Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson. Trey Lance, already in Dallas, is in a group of haven't-yet-established guys, along with Justin Fields, who is now in Pittsburgh," Drummond wrote in a March 19, 2024 story titled, "It may be time for Cowboys to focus on 2025, so here's the plan." What if Russell Wilson bounces back with the Steelers? He's a free agent after next year as well. Arizona's Kyler Murray becomes tradable in 2025 with a dead cap hit to the Cardinals of $33 million and $12 million of savings if traded, and he has no guarantee money remaining after that season for the acquiring club. Part of the reason the Cowboys would have few alternative options is not only the limited availability of signal callers, but the dead money the team would be eating if Prescott walks. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that the Cowboys would have a total dead cap hit of $95 million for Prescott as a result of void years. According to LoneStarLive.com's Joseph Hoyt, the Cowboys would be on the hook for a $45 million dead cap hit in 2025. Prescott, Cooper Rush, and Trey Lance are all set to be free agents after this coming season, Hoyt detailed in a March 26 message on X. And because of the voidable years on Prescott's contract, the Cowboys are already looking at a $40 million cap hit for him next year if he leaves. Would be an expensive or empty QB room. The problem with Wilson was more related to the 5-year, $242 million contract the former Pro Bowler was on with the Denver Broncos, rather than simply his play on the field. Wilson signed a 1-year, $1.2 million deal with the Steelers and will once again be a free agent next offseason. The quarterback's play did not match this massive price tag, but Wilson showed an improvement from his first year in Denver. Pro Football Focus awarded Wilson with a respectable 77.5 grade for 2023. Heading into 2025, the question surrounding Wilson is what version of the star a team will be getting. The second story is Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook interested in Dallas in NFL free agency. Free agent veteran running backs Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook both have interest in potentially signing with the Dallas Cowboys, per Michael Gehlken of the Dallas Morning News. Team owner Jerry Jones and executive vice president Stephen Jones told the Dallas Morning News this week at the NFL's annual meeting they could neither confirm nor deny interest in the running backs, Gehlken wrote. While they declined to comment, anyone contemplating the Cowboys' direction at the position would be wise to monitor the veteran running backs in conjunction with a rookie pick. Multiple people familiar with the players' thinking told the News the veterans have interest in potentially signing with Dallas. Elliott played his first 7 seasons with the Cowboys before landing with the New England Patriots in free agency last year. Cook spent 6 campaigns with the Minnesota Vikings before signing as a free agent with the New York Jets. Gang Green released him before the end of the regular season, and the Baltimore Ravens signed him for their playoff run. The Cowboys need more reinforcements in the running back room. Last year's starter Tony Pollard left Dallas in free agency for the Tennessee Titans. Last year's second and third string backs Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn are still on the roster. However, Gehlken noted that it appears all but certain that Dallas will select a running back on the second or third day of the NFL draft. It also appears certain that Dallas is headed toward a running back committee in 2024, so there's room to add another veteran to the mix. Both Elliott and Cook have enjoyed stellar careers. Elliott is a 3-time Pro Bowler and 1-time All-Pro who led the NFL in rushing twice. Cook is a 4-time Pro Bowler who averaged 1,606 total yards from 2019 and 2022. However, neither Elliott nor Cook had an efficient rushing season in 2023. Elliott ran for just 3.5 yards per carry, a career low. Meanwhile, Cook rushed for just 3.2 YPC, also a career low. Elliott ended up being RB1 in New England after Ramondre Stevenson suffered a season-ending sprained ankle, amassing 955 yards and 5 touchdowns. Cook fell down the depth chart in New York, where he ended up as a third stringer and received limited playing time. He had just 82 touches for 292 yards and no scores on the year. Ultimately, the Cowboys are going to add running backs to the roster before they break for training camp. It's just a matter of who and when. At the very least, it appears they have interest in Elliott and Cook. The third story is Jerry Jones discusses value in CeeDee Lamb amid extension rumors for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are no stranger to contract extension negotiations as of late, as Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, Darren Bland, Tyler Smith, and more could all make the case for a sizable deal in the near future. One that could come sooner than all is the contract extension for CeeDee Lamb. While Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones said that there is not necessarily an order to which extensions get done first on his team, the idea of getting Lamb done before fellow receiver stars such as Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson could be a big benefit in the end to his payroll, a payroll that will need every dime when trying to extend all of its young all-pro talents. Jones has often referred to massive extensions being a similar amount to paying multiple players in place from a salary cap standpoint, and that the value has to match. In Lamb's case, finding that exact value could be tough for both sides to come to an agreement on. But Jones knows it's one he will want to make. Coming off a season where Lamb set franchise records for receptions and receiving yards, that usage is undeniable at the negotiation table. Whoever has CeeDee, and I hope it's us, they're going to use him, Jones said. You have to. You just have to get that kind of mileage out of him. What has he shown us? That he's capable of carrying that load. We've got to have focus. The Dallas Cowboys might be one of the most successful franchises in the world, but they appear to be dealing with some messy contract situations that could damage the team past the 2024 season. Quarterback Dak Prescott could be facing a free agent situation next season, and owner Jerry Jones has seemingly indicated that could be true. Prescott is due for a new extension after this season, but the Cowboys are not prepared to give him one. Jones has stated many times over that Prescott is a great QB, but his inability to lead the team to a Super Bowl victory is a big reason why we imagine the team wants to move on. Jones has been adamant in his assessment of Prescott, telling Clarence E. Hill of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, "When I think of Dak, he's one of those in the top paid that haven't won that I think can," Jerry Jones said.